What we do here is go back.
That could be working. Who knows? Anything can happen on a Saturday evening. Hopefully this is live. Hello, world. Yep, looks like we're live. Hi, it's Mike here, Mikesunboxing Reviews and How To, and welcome to the Saturday night stream. Hopefully you're all well and suitably sun-drenched like myself. Been in the garden for a couple of days. We've actually had some sunshine here in the United Kingdom, which is amazing, although the powers that be have done their very best to put some chemtrails up and block it all out, but the sun has prevailed and it's come out and it's blessed me with a slightly bronze glow. So thank you very much, Mother Nature. We do appreciate it very much. And Kath likes to get there and get a bit of vitamin D as well, don't you, Kath?
Yeah.
She says yes. So happy Easter to everybody who celebrates Easter, and for those that don't celebrate Easter but still eat chocolate anyway, hopefully you have a very wonderful Easter weekend. It is, no, it's not Bank Holiday today, is it? It's Saturday. I always lose track of that one. It was Bank Holiday yesterday because that was Good Friday. We went to Good Fridays, our local chip shop in Downend, so quick shout out to all those over at Good Fridays in Downend. Excellent chip shop, like that a lot. Kath's got her hand up.
Got an OBS overlay.
Oh, it's that bloody camera again, isn't it? Sorry, it's my fault. It's the
I'm so used to seeing that on the camera, I didn't particularly notice.
it's the HDMI output, so let's try and remember how I get rid of this. There we go, it's in my favourites.
Thanks, Rally.
HDMI display off. And there we go. That should be better. I've only been doing this for 5 years. Give me a break.
I saw it on there, but I'm so used to seeing it on there when I'm recording.
I saw it on there as well. I was looking over at Kath's screen, I could see it, and it's like, I'm so used to seeing it like that. That's what it normally looks like to me.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, dear, what an absolute plonker, Rodney.
Right, start again.
Anyway, so
Take two.
take two. And where is it? Have I got it here? My clapper.
It's got a clap.
Actually, have I written anything rude on here? No. So, and action.
What does it actually say on there?
It says Saturday Night Live, roll one, scene one, take one. Director Kath, camera Luckin Floor. Date 6th of the 2nd, 2021. That's a long time ago. That's the last time that thing saw any daylight. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I'm being a bit silly today. A bit sunstroked, I think. Is that a saying? Is that even a word? Sunstroked, as in past tense. Anyway, Ugly Bob says, "Look at you, you bronze god." It's more red at the moment. It's getting hot in here. That is the downside of having a small ass studio space, which is literally like 3 meters by 3 meters. We actually went through, we dug out our deeds for the house, etc. and all that recently, looked at the actual measurements. And it turns out that I've been saying to you lot all along that this room is about 12 foot by 11 foot. But it isn't, it's nowhere near. It's actually considerably smaller, but I don't have a measuring stick, but I can almost touch the wall over there. So yeah, that's probably about 6 foot stretch maybe. I don't know. I'm useless with measurements.
You told me that was 6 inches.
It's not quite 6 inches. So anyway, yeah, this room is actually really small and it's getting really hot already. So luckily, tonight we'll be working on something which is, well, actually I would say it's a little bit cooler, but it's not, which is the reason why we're actually doing it. This is the Dell Precision M3800, which we actually got as a massive deal off Dave Aitken. So Dave, if you're watching, awesome job, thank you very much. But it's been doing, well, I say it's been doing some weird stuff. It's been doing some, what I would expect it to do, some sort of thermal throttling. I've got some temps up there. This is just when it's been idling from startup, and the temperatures there, what we got, 82 degrees has been what it was hitting, 82 degrees, and that's without any real loads on it. It's currently idling somewhere in the range of the 50s, so that's absolutely fine. But actually, just before we started the stream, which is why it was a little bit late, is I turned it on because I was going to get a nice screenshot for the thumbnail, which obviously you've seen the thumbnail. It's absolute shit, so I do apologise for that. It was basically the best I could do at short notice, but yeah, I wanted to get a screenshot of it, but I pressed the power button and it wouldn't boot up. It was just doing 4 bleeps, which I don't know, because I don't use Dell computers in the general rule. So I haven't diagnosed it at all. The plan was I was going to turn it on fresh when I started at the stream, just so you could hear the bleeps, and then we'd go through the whole diagnostic process, but it booted up. So I don't know what that is all about. The last thing I did to this was I took out the RAM and the memory. That's memory and RAM combined makes RAM. That's what you want. So when you go to the shops next to do an upgrade, say, right, get me some RAM. I want a terabyte of RAM. That'll work. They'll look surprised, but it'll work. Anyway, so yeah, that is what we'll be doing in the stream. We've got some other bits and pieces we're going to go through. Obviously, we'll be open to your chat as well. So if you've got any comments or questions, any burning desires that you want to ask either myself or Mrs. Mikesunboxing, then feel free to do so in the chat section. It is live, so ask what you want. Obviously, do try and keep it relatively clean. Otherwise, the moderators will delete it, and if they don't, YouTube will, because, well, YouTube.
They'll delete a lot.
But if you don't keep it clean, it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter, because today we have got, this is a great segue, we have got a delivery from Dr. Squatch. So you've all seen it, haven't you? You've all seen the adverts for Dr. Squatch and the very aggressive marketing that they've had on the interwebs recently. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm a YouTuber and I do things on this platform, as you're probably well aware. So when you see some new product come out, actually, it smells really good. It's really distracting. If you see a product and it's heavily marketed, the first thing you think of is alarm bells start ringing. Clearly, it's going to be overpriced rubbish, which is going to be basically one of those things becomes very much a fad. So very much like, I'm guessing, what else has been heavily marketed on YouTube recently? I'm trying to think of something which actually springs to mind. Other than those courses that everybody does, like, join my course, I will teach you how to make £1 million a day on Amazon selling nothing but tampons. Great, sign me up. I'm all over that. That's what I want to put on my resume when I go for my next job. What did you do last? Well, I used to sell tampons. Yeah, really? Okay, fine. That's yeah, that's a bit of a talking point, isn't it? Anyway, moving on. So, oh, I know one. What's the Manscaped? Manscaped is one of those typical things, and actually Skull Shaver as well. That is another one which I got suckered into. Although that actually worked out quite well because I do have a skull shaven head, so that works out very nicely. But yeah, this is Dr. Squatch, and if you haven't seen it already, now that you are actually watching this video and the words Dr. Squatch have been mentioned, it's going to come up on your feed. If you're on Facebook, you can 100% guarantee it, it's going to pop up in your feed, because obviously Google, iOS, basically any device that you've got technology with you, if it's got a microphone in it, it's listening to you, and it's listening to what you're listening to, so it generates the algorithms and all that stuff.
I don't use Facebook, and it still comes up on my Amazon. We think
That's
you
true.
might like.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Kath doesn't use Amazon, although Facebook, sorry. Although technically I do, which the accounts are somewhat linked, but anyway. But yeah, Dr. Squatch still comes up on Kath's Amazon wish list and things you may like. So this comes from the USA, heavily marketed. It smells amazing. Just the box itself just smells amazing. It really does. I don't like using chemicals. I know it's a bit of a weird thing to say for a somewhat elderly man in his 40s. Barely. I don't like using chemicals, and you can always tell if you go for a shower. I shower every day, or at least unless I'm like dreadfully ill, which I think most of us do. So
even then you do.
I use soaps, and quite often I feel my skin's getting itchy or scaly. And actually today I was in the garden and I was looking at my arms and we're in the sun, and I'm thinking there's like a patch there where the skin's a bit dry. And it's just where I'm using shower gel. Now, at the moment I'm using a relatively good one. I'm using Faith in Nature. But I did notice that this has this kind of faith in nature. You assume that it's all going to be like rosebuds and coconut oil, but it isn't. There is actually some stuff in there which probably isn't great for your skin. So I figured I'd try this stuff, see what it's like. So stupidly, I actually went whole hog. So I fell for the marketing completely. I'm an absolute moron when it comes to that. So I ordered a 3-pack of soaps. So I got the pine tar, which literally smells like Harpic, which is probably not the best to think. So if you want to smell like a toilet cleaner, or someone who has been cleaning toilets, then this is the one for you. It is super, super fresh. It is ridiculously fresh. They say it's like a mountain breeze or something, but it's like a Jay's rim block or something. But it actually smells quite nice in a weird way. I kind of like it. And just so you can see what it's like, it is a big old black bar soap with activated charcoal and stuff in. It actually does appear to be genuinely like good stuff in here, so that's awesome. On checkout, as they do you want another soap and we'll give you £1 off? It's like, yeah, give me another soap. So I've got 2 pine tars. I've got the cold brew cleanse, which is basically coffee ground, or coffee beans ground. This looks awesome. I don't know if you can see that, whether that's not going to focus, but it's got a little bit of a kind of grind to it, so it's going to be exfoliating as well at the same time. So yeah, that smells good as well. Smells like coffee. And I got the Alpine Sage.
Mike's unblocking toilet stuff.
Mike's unboxing toilet bowls.
Still haven't done that super chat.
Oh yeah, sorry, super chats. I'll look at the super chat shortly. Which one? Oh, that is Alpine Sage. So that's got cypress and sage oil, 0 grit. That's a super smooth one. But that does smell nice. That's really clean.
Isn't sage kind of put the colour back into your hair?
Apparently, yeah, sage oil and sage itself, I think if you have it, is supposed to rejuvenate your hair and bring back colour to otherwise somewhat grey hair. So that'd be interesting. So it may not work on my head, but no doubt I'll have a lovely dark bush going on down there. Also, deodorants was the main thing I wanted, because I don't like deodorants that give me like stuff going on, so I'm not happy with that. So I've got Birchwood Breeze. That smells warm and sweet. I like that. And I got the Wood Bourbon Barrel, or Wood Barrel Bourbon. That smells very similar actually. The two of those, probably I shouldn't have gone for Birchwood and that one because they're very similar. That one's slightly sweeter smelling. But yeah, I like those kind of woody sort of smell deodorants. They're good. And they're super heavy. I think they're going to last for ages. And that one's Fresh Fools. This one smells like
thunderstorms and waterfalls.
No, I don't know how you would even describe how that smells. But it's good because it's like aluminium free, no benzynes, all that kind of stuff. It's basically just coconut oil, some other bits and pieces, and like bicarbonate of soda, all those kinds of things, cold pressed together. That is really nice, that one. I would say that's probably quite close to probably Davidoff Cool Water. It's got that kind of really fresh, zingy smell to it. Anyway, you get the general idea. So I'm really excited. I'm glad those come through. Surprisingly, from America, they actually took, I ordered it on the 4th and it arrived literally this afternoon. So I'm looking forward to that. And they even sent a little soap rack to keep your soap dry. Although saying that, they did mess the order up. So there was meant to be an additional soap, but they sent the soap rack instead. So I'm going to have to get in contact. So I'm going to see how that goes. But I'm actually really looking forward to using these. Genuinely looking forward to it. And I think the packaging is awesome. Welcome to Squatch Nation. That's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. So we'll take a look at that. Actually, I should look at the super chat, shouldn't I? How rude of me. And also, we'll be taking a look today at the cheapo toolkit, the one that I've been trying to pull on the community tab and stuff and posted in Discord. This was what, like £7?
It's like 7. I think it went up to 9.
It's about somewhere between basically less than a tenner for all the kit in there. I've actually used it a couple of times for various things, and it's actually been a lifesaver already once or twice. But anyway, we'll be taking a look at that and seeing how it does against the Dell a little bit later on. But let's address your super chats. So what do we have there? So we've got Lucky Man. Actually, is that working? Oh crap, that didn't work. Live banner I turned off last week, didn't I, when it all went wrong?
Oh, that might be what William work, but the lights did work. But maybe it was the...
So we got that one, and we got that one. Yay! Super chat. That's actually working. And the scrolling ticker bar is working. I broke my microphone. I stood on it again, on the cable, and ripped the clamp. I do have to fix that somehow, which hopefully isn't going to involve a hammer. But it might do, because it's starting to piss me off. Actually, I might get some Velcro on there. That'd be a good idea, and then just Velcro it to myself. Stick it to me bush, when it's all nice and blackened up again. Sorry. So Lucky Man, £2 super chat, says just wanted to set off the RGB. And yeah, Lucky Man has had not a very good day today. So yeah, our condolences to you, buddy. Another super chat there from Ugly Bob saying disco, 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 disco.
Oh, I didn't see any of those. What's happened to my thing?
Oh, I got top chat turned on as well, not live chat, so I'm not seeing half of them. I am such a rookie, it's terrible.
Sorry, thank you too.
Oh, that was the next super chat from Lucky Man, who said, God bless my brother who passed away today at 3:22 p.m. That sucks, mate, that really does. I don't know what to say. All I can say is, as I often say, in times of darkness, search for the light. I know that's a cliched thing to say, but it is so, so true. In this dark era that we're actually in at the moment anyway, even when things like that happen, which obviously are completely earth-destroying in terms of how it makes you feel, just look for the light. Try and see the light in things. Enjoy what you can. Laugh when you can. Smile when you can. And even if you don't feel like it, just smile anyway, because it does make you feel better. Release those endorphins. Try not to get too drunk and stuff like that. Probably once or twice to get out of your system, but long term, most of us on here at some point or other have been either dependent or used alcohol as somewhat of a crutch or other products. And generally, ultimately, it doesn't do you much good in the long run. For short terms, yes, it can be helpful, but otherwise, turn to your friends. You've always got the Discord. We're always here for you. So if you need anything and you want to chat to either me personally, if you want to just hit me up on the Discord. Kath as well, she's saying that as well. So if you want to contact her, she's going to be a shoulder to cry on. Good luck with that. She'll be like, hang on, just got another level of Candy Crush to go. Oh, sorry, 8 Ball Pool.
I haven't played Candy Crush for years.
But yeah, we're all here for you, buddy. Genuinely. So if there's anything you need, please let us know. I should address some of the other things in the chat as well. So Bob's saying, look at you, all bronzed up. Not bad, not bad. Looking Floor, spitting image. Yes, well remembered. Well remembered. William Bodie says, yeah, take one beer. I could do with a beer, actually. It's been one of those days today. It's been a very nice, peaceful, tranquil day. And then it all went tits up at the end, as it happens. Dutch Jan's with us as well. How you doing, Dutch Jan? Mark Berry as well, even all recovering from the convid, lol. God. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to say convid. Am I allowed to say that? Probably not, anyway. Ugly Bob says, having been in that very room, I can testify how warm it gets. Yeah, I think when Bob came, it was actually... When did Bob come? Was it late summer last year?
Must have been about October, November, because we just...
He had shorts on anyway. But that didn't mean nothing for Bob, I think.
You checked his legs out then?
Yeah. Like,
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Not allowed to... Oh, you're not allowed to cat call, you know? Or wolf whistle, or whatever they call it. Shit.
Sorry, Bob.
Damn it, I'm going to get cancelled now. Hashtag cancel. Oh, no.
Bob's legs are...
It's a good job I got a bit of a tan, otherwise you wouldn't see me blushing right now. Oh, dear. Who else we got with us? Lucky Man. Yeah, we said that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not reading that out. Oh, I'll put it on the screen, actually. Marberry. Ugly Bob says that's not a good temperature to be idling at. What, me? My face or the laptop? Let's see what it's dropped down to now. It's been in sleep mode for a while, and the lowest it's got down to is about 42. So I'm thinking it definitely needs a repaste. There's something not quite right there. Rick H says, it's a Dell, nothing new to see here. I'll be honest with you, a lot of people do give Dell a lot of shit for what they are and the way they operate and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes they do some stupid, stupid things. But I think generally on the whole, looking at how many PCs they sell, I don't think they do too badly. And the thing is, they wouldn't still be in business if they didn't do a relatively good job. And they've been around for a long time. Jay Williams says, hello, first time here. How you doing, Jay Williams? Thanks for dropping by. What was it that brought you to the channel? I'm interested to know. Was it YouTube recommending, or was it just morbid curiosity to see what some fat, bold Bristolian does on a Saturday evening? Ugly Bob says, 4 beeps in a Dell laptop is usually a RAM issue. It probably is a RAM issue, because I did a video this week, which some of you may have already seen, and if you haven't, you should go watch it and leave likes and comments, because it helps the YouTube algorithm on this very beast. I think we made the video about 3 weeks ago, actually, but yeah, we were looking at, I'm trying to think what we did in the video. I think it was how to swap the RAM and possibly the M.2 drive. Although it's not technically an M.2 drive, it's an M-SATA drive, which confuses some people, so that is kind of the reason why I did it. Rick H says, does sound like a RAM issue. Bob says, I'll go now then. Matthew Day says, download more RAM. Now that is a great idea.
Could you remind Dom what are the specs of that laptop? Don't want to leave and rewatch that other video.
Oh, what are the specs of the laptop? This one?
I assume so.
That's a good question, actually. Although saying that, I can actually answer the question, I believe, because I know it doesn't say what processor it is there. Processor-wise, actually I've got CPU ID there. Let's have a quick look. It's 16 gigs of RAM. It's a 512 gigabyte M-SATA SSD. Processor-wise, I'm not sure.
Deathstroke's off.
Cheers, Deathstroke. And hello, by the way, also. Processor-wise, now the processor is a weird one, because the processor says at the top, let me see if I can get this actually on screen, because it confuses the shizzle at me. Let's move that around there. If I do that, nearly snap the screen off and go to overhead. There we go. Can you see that? That should be in focus, I hope. Kath, can you see that on your screen? Let's see if I can zoom in a little. There we go.
Can't read it. See it.
So is that...
I think it's in focus, yeah.
It looks in focus? Oh shit.
Can't read it really.
Nearly smashed it to pieces. So basically it says, look, it's a touchscreen as well. Love a touchscreen. So at the top it says Intel Core i7 4850HQ. In Bristol we say H, okay? So before you start your shit, it's a H, not an H. It's a H. Isn't it?
H.
Exactly.
A-I.
A-I-H, yeah.
A-I-T-H.
A-I-T, or whatever. Anyway, it says there what it is, but underneath it says specification Intel Core i7 4712HQ. But at the top it says 4850HQ. So can someone please explain to me what the actual is going on? Because I'm confused. Why does it say that? So it says one thing, but the specification is another. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I've got no idea. Let's scroll down actually and see what you were saying. Lucky710 says hi from Australia. G'day mate, how you doing? Is that
the accent?
Is that a good? Yeah.
Not yours.
We love the Australian accent. I wish I had it rather than this
Oh god, yeah.
Bristolian rubbish.
That would be so much nicer.
Dutch Jan says I hate all ads. Well, hopefully you don't hate the ones that are on our videos and you watch them to their complete end. So and click on them. Ultimate Tech Hub Mike says hello Mike and Kath. Cheers from Las Vegas.
Nevada.
Nevada, Las Vegas. Actually, Mike, I think you'll find Kath knows best. Do as you're bloody told. How you doing, Mike? Waldo135 says, hi, Mike. Found another VGA cable tucked in and no luck, sadly. Oh, that sucks. Waldo's had immensely bad luck with the PC from AWD IT. Anyone else had problems with them? Actually, we'd like to know. Lots of people there saying condolences to Lucky Man. It's ironic, isn't it, that name at the moment, Lucky Man? That's like, not good. See the light in the darkness. That's all I'm saying. Johnny G says hello all. Hello Johnny. Who else we got? J Rich says Poppy Power. Stuart Cleary says, lucky man, rip and condolences. My brother passed away at 39 years old. Yeah, it sucks. Life can be an absolute shit at times. But yeah, we love you, lucky man. Not in like that way, but we like you a lot. Raleigh says, oh, I see a head, Poppy's head. Poppy did walk on the stage thing. Stage? What the fucking hell am I on about? Idiot.
You dropped the F-bomb again.
I dropped the F-bomb again. Let's go back to the main camera before I actually get cancelled completely. Anyway, so someone said, hey, whoa, someone said there, whoa, just a minute. Johnny G says the soap looks like a urinal puck. It smelled like it. Where is it? Actually, let's see if it brings back some of those old school memories, literally. Pine tar. Let me see.
It's a little bit dark for one though.
I've got to assume the position as if I'm actually taking a piss a minute. So, oh yeah, I'm back at Down End Comprehensive right now.
Did they have them there?
No, they had the bleach blocks, didn't they? They were rubbish. They didn't smell half as nice as this.
You told me that was soap.
I can't wait to smear this all over myself. Now that I'll be thinking this of the Down End Comprehensive urinals.
You do quite like the smell of bleach, don't you?
I actually do like the smell of bleach, to be fair. Lucky Man says Mike's unblocking toilet stuff. Mike's unblocking. That could be a new sideline.
Enjoy today.
Johnny G says it looks like a brownie. Yeah, it did actually, didn't it? It is that sort of shape, isn't it?
The coffee one.
Yeah. O'Reilly says, so to sum up, Mike can smell like a toilet, exfoliate and smell like coffee, and then be polished smooth with the last one, yeah. Oh, a bit stubbly on there tonight. No, he took skin off my palms there so hard.
Maybe it's your palms that are stubbly.
Domas says, hello all, sorry I'm late, was a long but good day. Happy holiday for everyone. Yeah, happy holidays everybody. Johnny G says, I hope you got a discount on all that lot. Well, that's the thing. It's one of those things where it's, I'm not going to say it's a con because it's not a con, but they draw you in with this thing of like subscription. So you sign up for a subscription and they send you more soaps every 3 months or 6 months or whatever it is you want to do.
Well, only because you're paying for them.
Yeah, you're paying for them obviously, but they give you a discount. So it's like subscribe and save on Amazon. So if there's something that you're going to use on a regular basis, you might as well do subscribe and save a little bit of extra quid, and then it automatically turns up. Unlike the 7 bottles of Nature, what's it called?
Faith in nature.
Faith in Nature shampoos that I've got in my bedside cupboard, which no one actually knew about because I just put them away, put them in that cupboard, which apparently they don't belong there. That isn't where they live. So everyone's been looking for shampoo, and I've got it, ironically. How ironic is that? The boldest person in the frickin' house, and he's got all the shampoo. It's not fair. It's really not fair. I'm trying to move the mouse on the screen. This is this computer, not that one. I am really bad at my job today. But I think that's probably why you all come here. Waiting for me to slip up and get cancelled. It'll happen. It's only a matter of time. Mookie MC's with us as well. Jason Long. Jay Williams. Watched a couple of videos and liked what I saw. Thank you very much. That is impressive. I was going to say something then, but I'm not going to say. Hi, tuned in to see what the bleep is going on here with the CPU and GPU. Hello everyone, how you doing, Mookie MC? We should get on with this, shouldn't we? Who else we got? Glenn's with us. How you doing, Glenn? Jeff Watson as well. Waldo's going to get a Series X. I think, to be honest with you, it's probably the safest bet. Some people just have no luck with certain things. I'm trying to think what I've had that I've bought and it's gone wrong every single time, and eventually I've just given up. Probably... there are things that I've bought, I'm sure, at points, and I've just thought, right, sod it, that's it, I'm not doing this anymore. Oh, Sony cameras. I've bought many Sony cameras in the past, even from the original like Handycam days, and they've always been great on paper, but they've always failed me or left me longing for more. You know, it's you spend a lot of money, but there's just always something that's not quite right. It's really frustrating. Matthew Day says the 4712HQ is a 2.3 GHz base and a 7 to 10 turbo, HD 4600, blah blah blah, 40. Yeah, right. So yeah, I'm none the wiser, Matthew. Still no idea. Anyway, moving on. Matthew Day says the extra GPU may be confusing it. Yeah, that's true, because this does have a Quadro card in it as well. Mark Berry. No Time to Die, what a disappointment, lol, on Amazon. Yeah, this it was well shot, I thought, the film itself, but it just seemed like it was way too much of a kind of final hurrah, and it didn't really end how it should have ended for a Bond film. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. William Bodie says soap is the new WC paper. Yeah, it could well be. Right, let's get on with this. So let's try and work out what's going on. Actually, I want to do a quick thermal test. So I have got my power supply here, so I'm going to plug this in to give it as much juice as possible, because the screen is failing somewhat at the moment. I think the battery is discharged. Actually, the battery's doing pretty well. I think Dave said this was a new battery that was put in here. So let's, where's Cinebench? Have I put Cinebench on here? No, I don't appear to. Right, let's quickly put Cinebench on there. I'm going to see if I can get it to thermal throttle. I'm pretty sure it's going to. And then we can take it apart. Another reason why I'm doing this is if you are trying to change the thermal paste on something, the best thing that you can do is actually to get it really super hot before you do it, because the hotter it gets, the more likely it is to break the seal.
Can you
Whereas,
turn it around slightly, I think?
yeah,
Boring.
it is a bit boring, isn't it? That's just the stream.
Not that you can actually.
So, Cinebench. Keep on smelling those soaps now. Got on my hands.
Maybe the bog cleaner.
Ooh, the bog. Welly Bob says, "Ooh, my chat is playing up on YouTube. That'll be probably down to me saying things which are inappropriate." The Wi-Fi is not doing particularly well. This particular, it's again irony. Irony is a terrible thing, but it's also one of those things that makes you think about life in general. This clearly is where I spend a lot of time making videos. You know this. You've seen this before. You know where I am. This particular position, I sounded like, who's that comedian who's in Star Wars 3? No, anyway. I'm always in this position, and this is the worst place in the entire house for Wi-Fi. And the reason behind that today, specifically, is because our daughter is out, and she's turned off her plug upstairs, which is amazement in itself. But
Get to the plug.
yeah, amazing she can actually find it in that house, or that shithole rather, I should say. But the router, or one of the mesh units, is literally above me. Like there's a wardrobe, well, there's a floor drobe, then there's a wardrobe, and then there's the mesh unit on the top. The other one is that way, and the other one is that way in George's room at that end of the house. The other one's in the front room, that end of the house. Lots of brick walls in between. But the one that I actually want to use at the moment is literally above me. And it's sucking. So this is a 256 megabyte download, which I've just talked all the way through. That should have been like that. We've got 500 Mbps internet.
We pay for that. But
well, yeah, so that's what we pay for. Granted, I'm streaming, but that shouldn't make any difference at all. Anyway, moving on.
Look at the chat a sec.
Well, O'Reilly, maybe Mike might want to try this from admin command prompt, everything else between. Right, okay. I'm not going to be able to copy and paste that, am I?
And nobody type that in by the end of the stream.
Yeah, I can barely see it, let alone type it. Thank you, O'Reilly.
But O'Reilly says as well, the official Dell website says 4712HQ.
Right, so yeah, that is what it is.
Say it again.
So the official Dell website says a 4712HQ, and that is what is, I guess, is in. Well, we'll find out because we're going to take it apart in a minute and break it. I mean, fix it. Right, let's get the that screen up, and we'll do the multi-core test and see when we start throttling. You can use Hardware Monitor 64 for this. This is probably better. I like using Hardware Monitor, just the standard one. It does exactly what I want it to do. Now weirdly, like the package is already at 80 degrees there, and you can barely hear the fans. Now they're kicking in. If I get here. What? Look. Can I answer Mookie Muck? I'm not a YouTube creator, but what makes the most bang for the buck for the creator of a channel like this? Support through YouTube, Patreon, donation, or some other method? It's down to numbers, really. In terms of actual kind of income, for us personally, we're really lucky that, I don't know why, but YouTube seems to have put us in a particularly good position where companies that have to bid on ads that run on the videos, they seem to bid quite well for our channel. So our CPM, or clicks per milli, is actually a lot higher than some other channels of a similar size. So it's a very messy business, it really is, but it's essentially it's down to views, although even though our views have dropped off quite a lot, as is everybody's at the moment, because it's basically that time of year and everyone's losing interest, etc. The income's dropped, but it hasn't dropped dramatically in line with what the views have. So if you imagine you've got two lines, so the top line is your income, the bottom line is your channel value, so to speak, of what advertisers will pay. So you're kind of, so yeah, this is your view count on the top. So your view count goes down, but as that goes down, that luckily for us has been going up, so they've been kind of meeting. So rather than it getting to the point where we're basically not making any money at all, it's kind of plodding along quite nicely. In terms of actual return on investment, I would say probably donations would be the primary one, because if you send a donation like through PayPal, for instance, I think we can call that a charitable donation. So we don't actually we're not supposed to pay tax on it, I think, but we do declare them anyway and pay tax on them. So with PayPal, you get a small deduction in the fees, a couple of %. Next one would be Patreon. Patreon take a little chunk of it, and also because that's dollars, it then gets transferred into UK pounds, which then you lose more. So Patreon's good, but not as good as PayPal. YouTube and the other stuff, YouTube is the worst one really, because they take 30%, and then that's all done in dollars as well, even though it's done via Google Ireland. YouTube are an American company, so everything's done in dollars, and then dollar exchange rate to UK pounds. So after they've taken their share, and then you take into account the two currencies and the exchange rates, the YouTube of always the highest earner, but the worst performing in terms of what we actually get as the end person. If that makes sense. That's probably bored most of you to tears, but anyway, there you go. I'm scrolling on this again when I'm supposed to be using that. So.
But also, O'Reilly said this might be easier for you to use WMIC CPU list brief.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I can try that. Well, I can't see it. Where is it? Someone's saying, oh, O'Reilly says, damn, that laptop is loud. It is. Where's the sensor for the brightness?
And Firma Event says, hello Mike, you are my favourite tech person. I always wait to see what your next topic.
Firma Events. Thank you very much, that's very kind. Firma says, hello Mike, you're my favourite tech person. Oh, shucks. I always wait to see what is your topic.
Your next topic.
I always wait to see what my next topic is. Half the time I don't even know what my topic is until about 3 minutes before I start. And today that was even more so. Literally I was at about 8:30, if not more. And I'm still at that point thinking, what the hell am I going to do a stream on tonight? I really have got no idea whatsoever. Kath's like, well, just unbox some stuff you've received in the week. It's like, I've got some soaps. I've got a keyboard from Bob. That's very cool, actually. I should get that out as well. What else do I get? Oh, something else I got from Bob, actually. I looked down. Lovely Bob sent us his cocks. So there's 2 in there, I guess, plural. So, there's an Easter egg which contains 61% Colombian cocoa, unfortunately.
Don't get that muddled with your soup.
Yeah. If I get this confused with my soap, I'm going to come out looking like I've got a little bit more of a tan than I had, and somewhat stickier. I'll just be a big chocolatey, sticky mess.
Does it have nuts in?
Does it have nuts in? No, but it will do by the time I finish with it. Ba-boom! Thank you, Kath.
I know.
You line them up, I'll knock them down.
That was O'Reilly, actually.
Oh, was it? Thank you, O'Reilly. And if that wasn't enough, putting me into the diabetic category is this as well. So this is the Chocolate Mini Breaks 70 treat-sized favourites from Nestle. You know, those bastards who are trying to prevent water in places. Political, I know, but anyway. This might be a bit broken. It might just be Smarties, I'm not sure. I haven't opened it as of yet. The plastic seal on the back is still intact, so...
Maybe they're eco and they're not wrapping them.
It could be ecological Nestle's.
Broken biscuit boxes.
And yeah, rather than actually put physical wrappers on it, it's just a free-for-all in there. Oh, you can tell I haven't opened it before.
Really.
I'm not very good at unboxing. Is that on the overhead? Can you see that? There we go. Anybody want a chocolate? Ah, that's ours.
So what was making that rattling noise?
I'm pretty sure that's the Smarties.
Ah, yeah.
That has got that noise. That sounds a little bit like a hard drive I used to own. But you should do that on startup. So we've got some Kit Kat Originals. Got some Smarties Minis. One of my friends was actually in the Smarties advert. He was the yellow one. Oh, that one's empty. So,
loose in the bottom.
so that is what is in the bottom somewhere. So let's play Hunt the Smartie. Oh, mini Rolos. Awesome.
Oh, we better send Bob our last one.
That one is semi-open, so I'm actually gonna... Do you want the last one, Kath?
Oh, go on then.
They're stuck in 3, so... Oh, no. Right. How about old Pat?
Thanks.
I can't talk now, joking. On actual Rolo. You're going to see the streamer actually collapse on... I shouldn't say that, actually. Yeah, the mini smarters are in the bottom of the box. Right, Kath, that's your job. I got more important things to do. Yeah. Eat all those and get through the bottom.
Then I can roll round to my mum's and save petrol.
Those Rolos are fucking awesome. I do love a Rolo. As you can probably tell. They will be calling me a fatty bum bum when I go to work tomorrow. Right, that's enough of that. Oh,
right,
God.
you're going to type that thing in, I think this.
Right, let's type the thing in. Right, hang on. Hang on a minute. Right, temperature-wise, so we have got up to 93 degrees Celsius on 2 cores, 85 on another, and 90 on another, and 89 on another. So I'm not even sure what the thermal throttle is on this, whether or not it would be higher than that.
No super chats, I've got to leave the room.
It still seems to be actually, well, we didn't get a very good score. We only got 3,000 points, which I suppose actually for a laptop of this age actually isn't too bad. And it's actually not far behind the 11th gen Intel Core i7 1165G7, which scores 3,700 points. And considering that is not that old at all, 11th gen, this is done alright for a 4th gen part. Bloody hell. Anyway, moving on. So, right, what's that thing I got to type? Domus Mark says, best stream I've ever seen. Bloody hell. I'm going to put that on the screen, just in case that never gets said again. It might. Why am I taking a screenshot of Cinebench? Moron. Oh, yes, I am going to take a screenshot of Cinebench. Oh, bollocks, I've just closed it. I'm going to have to run it again now. Right, Cinebench. I'll do the 1 minute. I'll do just the loop. I'm not going to do the whole thing. That's 5 minutes of my life that I'll never ever get back. And I'm imagining you guys are probably feeling the same. So let's just do a quick Cinebench run. What I want to do is do a Cinebench run, write down the score, which I think was 3,001 points just now, but I'm going to do it again anyway, regardless. And take a screenshot, or actually, yeah, I'll do a screenshot actually of the temperatures as well. Then we're going to change the paste, and then see if we reduce the temperatures. Or see if it's just a design flaw, and I should throw this back at Dave.
Can you better blame Dave? Hashtag blame
Hashtag
Dave.
blame Dave. Every week, every Saturday, don't forget, hashtag blame Dave. That is what it's all about.
Can you answer Kabira speaking, please?
How many?
Kabira? Is it?
I can't even see it. Oh yeah, Kabira says hi. How you doing?
Up a bit.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Suggest me.
Kabira speaking says, Mike, suggest me the best 144Hz 24-inch monitor for competitive CSGO. My budget is $250. It's a really tough one to do. I would say the pricing over in America is probably going to be different from what it is here in the UK. Recently, there has been the MSI Optics. That's a 144Hz. 1 millisecond response, 24-inch. That's really good. I like that a lot. I wanted to buy one myself, and that was £129 here in the UK. So with the exchange rate to dollars, which I think is about 70 pence to $1-ish. So you should be able to get that with taxes for probably about 180 and a bit of change.
Really random review says AOC have one.
AOC have got the G24G2, is it? We reviewed that a while back, and that was actually a nice monitor. I think the one we had was a 240 hertz, I think. Or was it 165? I can't remember. 24G2. We did review it. That was a really solid monitor, very fast. For competitive CSGO, you might find the extra 100 hertz might actually make a difference, because it's quite likely at 1080p that you will get 240 frames per second quite easily. Really random view says even if it was higher, it would still throttle at 90. Right, okay. Oh god, I've gone too far now. Hashtag blame Dave, yep, that's working. AOC are not the breast for bite. Not the breast? Oh, tits. Oh, boobs. Damn it! What's going on? What's happened? I keep on saying tits. Oh, fuck. There goes the stream again. I've got to the point now where I don't actually care anymore. It's great. It's actually it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Liberating experience, not to give a flying, you know. Oh dear. Right, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, this thing, is this still actually running something? Oh it is, yeah. Right, what are we running at frequency-wise? So, we're currently running at 2.6 gigahertz on 4 cores, but it's hyper-threaded, so you could call it 8, I suppose. And the cores do go up to 3.2, or sorry, 3.3. So it's 3.297, so call it 3.3. I'm not sure what the all-core boost is meant to be on here. I'm assuming it's 2.6. Peter S says, hello all, how you doing? Hermit Spider, that's a great name. Hermit Spider says, my AOC is amazing for brightness. Kath's AOC, she's got the one we reviewed a while back, which is the AOC 3297, I think it is.
I only stare at it all day, I didn't notice AOC.
Yeah, she had no idea. I've actually got another AOC as well in the other room, which is what was kindly sent to us by our good man Welly Bob. This is the 36 or 34 inch widescreen. I always forget, it might even be 37, which I still can't fit on my desk, which is still a work in progress. So yeah, we've had a lot of experience with AOC. Some of the VA panels, I think, suffer with brightness more so than the IPS. The Kath's IPS one, you turn the brightness up and it's literally like it will blind you. It's so bright. But one of their VA panels I had before wasn't particularly bright. Yeah, that's the one. That's the AOC for the gaming monitor, yeah. Yes. Raleigh sent us 15 UK pounds. Bless you. That's very, very kind of you. It says, thank you, Mike and Uggs. Best Easter weekend ever. Sigh splitting laughter here. Oh, God. That's Bob's fault. He plies me with bloody sugar, and then I say all kinds of stupid shit. Oh, fuck. Oh. Game. Bollocks. Oh. I've got Rolo's Tourette's. Damn you, Nestle.
Nestle.
Nestle. You've nestled in my brain and given me Tourette's. Shit. Matthew Day says 3 gigahertz would be top all-core boost, so clearly it is throttling a little. Ah, there he is. David Aiken. Hashtag blame Dave. Evening, Dave. Hi guys, late to the party. I see the laptop I sold you with Bleeps of Dev in the title. Maybe I should go again. No, I think it's entirely me. When I made the video, I've got a sneaking suspicion I didn't put the RAM back in properly, which ironically, considering it's a how to install RAM video, I should really smack myself repeatedly in the face. But it's fine. Jay Williams says, already this is more fun than any other tech stream I've watched. Well, it might be the last one, because when I get cancelled for being a fat, baldy Bristol bloke who says breasts and things, it'll all be over. And then you can definitely hashtag blame David. Or actually, blame Uggs as well. We'll put that in the hashtags as well. Right. Oh, now I'm scrolling with that mouse to use the bloody laptop. Being a simpleton and having 2 computers is just not good. The score is so low that I can't even scroll that far. Oh, I got more points. Oh, I've rolled over that bit. So we've got 3,068. Who's going to remember that for me? Don't all stick your hands at once. Right. Right. I don't trust any of you watching, so I'm going to do a Windows key Shift and S, which for those of you who don't know is the screen tab or screen shot thing. And let's do a full screen snip. Full screen snip, that sounds like something you'd have done at a clinic for certain men's things. That would suck. Stuart Cleary's coming with 20 euros. God bless you, Stuart. Says, you're a funny guy. I'll kill you last. What film is that? Oh. I'm actually not sure. That sounds really familiar. You're a funny guy. I'll kill you last. It sounds like something that would be said by Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I don't think it is. Oh, Bob says, commando, so I might be onto the right thing. Maybe deep in the grey matter there might have been actually something which went and told me what it is subconsciously, even though I didn't know. It is commando. So it was something which Schwarzenegger would say, damn, I'm pretty fucking good at this. Oh shit, oh. Stop it. Stop cussing. I have to put a bloody, oh. I'm just going to stop talking. Oh dear. Thank you for the super chat, lucky man. 3068. Ah, that's handy because I can refer back to that one. I better do a few more benchmarks to get the super chats in. Why didn't I think of that? That's a great money making thing. Use super chats as my own personal diary. Right, I'm going to paste this into Paint. Control V. And then I'm going to save it to the desktop. File, save as JPEG picture. And we'll call this CB23. Before. Dun dun dun.
Can't you call it hashtag blame Dave?
I can't put hashtags. It won't let you save hashtags.
Can't you just do blame
Or
Dave?
exclamation marks. Like hashtag it's Dave's fault. Exclamation mark. Before score. Better put score. Oh, key didn't work then. So desktop and save.
I'm talking about your chopper now.
Get to the chopper. Right, I should. Right, I'm going to screenshot the temps as well in thingy CPU monitor jobby. And this is just going to go so wrong. I can feel it in my water. Paste and crop. File, save as. This is almost like I'm doing a day's work. It really is. Hardware monitor. Before. I don't think there's going to be any difference at all.
Ugly Bobs, can you read that? Because I can't say that name.
Ugly Bobs. I can't even see it. Oh yeah. 24-inch Yamaha monitor, Yamaha G Master G247 OHSU-1B. Sorry, B1. That has got to be one of the longest names for a monitor I think I've ever seen. Dutch Jan. Windows key plus squint print. Windows key plus print screen then goes directly to that folder under images. It does, but only if you've got OneDrive set up and defaulted to that. If not, it doesn't do it by default. And I deliberately haven't put OneDrive or any of my personal effects on here for testing purposes. Simon Arden says, evening, late but here. How you doing, Simon? We're being a bit rather silly today. I do apologise in advance for any bad words that may come out of my mouth. If you don't want bad words to come out of my mouth, either mute or just look away. Or both.
And J Rich.
J Rich, your thoughts on the Ryzen 7 5800X3D?
Nah.
Nah.
Doesn't have OneDrive and it still works.
Dutch Jan, I'm going to try it now. The new Ryzen processors, I've got to be honest with you, I was actually thinking of this today and I was going to discuss it on the stream, but I thought actually it's a bit of a tired thing. I'm still using my Ryzen 9 3900X, and that's for gaming, editing, working. It's basically, it does everything. And I still don't really see the need to upgrade it. I really don't. I don't think there's much I would benefit with an upgrade. I was considering a 5900X. But realistically, it's the same amount of wattage, it's the same amount of cores, same amount of threads. It's based on the same kind of, what's it called? The nanometers, I can't think of the word now, but you know what I mean. it's a more efficient processor. It's going to get a bit more done. But is it going to get kind of best part of 300 quid's worth more done than what I've got already? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm quite perplexed with the whole thing at the moment. I would like for there to be some real innovation and something actually new, intangible. But all the upgrades at the moment, like if you upgrade a processor family, unless you're going at least 2 generations, maybe even 3, there really isn't any point. There really isn't. Which is a sad thing to say, really. Super chat from David Aiken, £2, says hashtag Dodgy Dave's Dodgy Dell Dram Deals. I can't say that in one go. Hashtag Dodgy Dave's Dodgy Dell DRAM deal. There is an extra D in there. That's why I couldn't say it. Some rubbish like that. That's why I don't have scripted content. Because I haven't had enough job saying things anyway, straight from my mouth. If I've got to read it, process it, spit it back out, I've got no chance at all.
I didn't write it.
Yeah. I could be like, what's his face? Terry on Minder. What's his name?
Dennis Waterman.
Dennis Waterman. I could write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, dance the theme tune.
And be the character.
And be the character. I could be so good for you.
No.
Do do do. Yeah. I deliberately did that out of tune to avoid copyright infringement. Because I'd imagine, what's his name again? I've forgotten already. Dennis Waterman. I'd imagine he was a rather litigious individual. I.e. he likes to sue everybody. Although he might be a lovely bloke. John Sullivan says, I'm thinking of going for it. Might be a good upgrade from a 3700X. It might be. If you're into gaming and you want high FPS and you've got a really good graphics card, it's probably worth upgrading. But unless you've got a particularly kind of ninja graphics card, most processors, you probably won't see any benefit at all. And actually, if you watch any of the reviews and stuff, even going generations, so Tech Team GB did a review with the 6600K versus the 12600K. And literally, if you had a decent graphics card, it makes no difference. No difference at all. I can't even say that. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Nice one, lucky man. That is good. I'm not going to try and say it again now. Simon Arden says the 57X via the 168 via box glitch is doing. Yeah, now that is worth doing. If you can get a processor which is basically 100 quid less than what its retail price is, yeah, it'd be madness not to.
Sorry, mates.
Riley says that David Aiken Law, I have an image of you as a young George Cole playing a young Arthur Daly from Minder. Dodgy laptop deals. Oh dear. Right, actually, talking of dodgy laptop deals, I need to get my ass into gear and actually do this thermal thing, which I've been threatening to do. And no doubt lose some screws. Right.
Loose.
I have got a few loose screws, to be fair. You have to have a few loose screws to be on YouTube. Who do you know on YouTube who hasn't got a few issues upstairs and does it all the time, like long term? You won't find the same person doing YouTube. It's not that kind of platform. Sorry, but it really isn't. Is that centralised? Oh, I've forgotten my own bloody rule of putting down something underneath it to stop it from getting scratched. Ugly Bob sent £5, says Dave's Deals. Dave's Dells, one previous owner, Linus, so it's been dropped everywhere. There is a few scuffs on here, but I was fully aware of that. Let's not get bogged down with details. And let's turn on this other light so I can actually see what the flipping or I'm doing. In the middle of the night. Right. Stop singing. Copyright. Right, so we've got our MX4. What camera am I actually on? Oh, that one. Alrighty then, let's get rid of that at the bottom actually, because that is annoying me already. There we go. Right, let's take this thing apart. And I will try and keep an eye on your chat whilst I'm doing this.
There's that Mikesunboxing
See if I
on
can-
YouTube. He's a few climbs short of a circus, that lad.
I prefer to think of myself as a few Rolos short of a sweet shop.
Of a Nestle. Nestle.
Ugly Bob is Mike's... Ugly Bob is Mike Circus Master. Oh, sorry, that was a question to Bob. I'll shut up. Leave. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, Bob wanted a massive wang etched on the bottom of that.
I hope somebody has etched a massive wang on the underside. On where? On here? I thought you meant on my head or one of my chins. You bastards.
Underside.
Right, what, oh, these are going to be Torx, aren't they? They would be Torx. Anyone know off the top of their head what size Torx this is? I'm guessing it's going to be a small one. And I'm guessing it is a very small one. So, what is the smallest Torx we've got here? That'll be the one. So this is currently a T5, yes.
They all knew.
They all knew T5. All right, piss off. Thank you very much. Thing is, you know it's T5. I secretly did. I just didn't want to spoil it. I need my parts tray.
There next.
I know, but it's kind of got parts in it. Right, I'll put them there. Let's just hope Poppy doesn't come in.
Do you have a big magnet?
No.
Can borrow mine.
Oh, thanks. Really random review says, I love the way Bristol accent says bastard, lol.
Bastard.
Bastard. Please guys, I want to live tomorrow and not die like Kenny South Park from laughing too much. This is quite restrained. When we worked at the BBC, if that office could tell stories, man, we had some conversations in there which you would absolutely, seriously piss yourself. And actually, I'm sure a couple of times I come close to cloth.
Oh, Bernie. And Dav.
There was, yeah, Bernie and Dav, two of the Welsh prop masters there. They were funny as hell. They were both lovely guys as well, which made it even better. Some of the stories they would come out with, I got to the point where I was like coughing so hard because I was laughing, I couldn't breathe. It was just so funny. They used to come out with some funny shit. They really, oh, crossheads in the middle. Just because Dell hate you all, they put crosshead screws in the middle just to conflate things, or to exacerbate. That's a good word. So I'm going to leave my screw with the screws. That's always a handy thing to do. If you leave your screwdriver with the screws, you know which ones you've got to use next time. Happy days. Look at them, the bastards. They're all trying to get Poppy to come and help. Horrible bastards. Is there still, oh, there's still a screw there. I didn't pull that one out. Lucky man, number £2, spelled Baxtered for YouTube. No ban, Mike. Baxtered. There's actually a channel we listen to on the radio. Not the radio, but the kind of the global radio. Not global, because global's mainstream. We don't really listen to that much. But yeah, there is a channel we listen to, and he says Baxtards. He's an Irish chap, and he calls people Baxtards. And what's the other one he says? Because he doesn't want to say the actual word. It's like bollocks or something, but not. Something along those lines. It's just, he's great. Love him. So that come off really easy. I could do it for clean actually. Oh, I nearly did a Jimmy Savile then, but that's definitely gonna get me cancelled. Oh, jingle jangle ram sticks. Oh dear. So that's the RAM coming out. I'm going to put those back in the opposite way because I'm sure that's, yeah, there's something not right there. I might have to get the air duster out. I can't afford to get the air duster out. Electricity costs money. So just have to give it a little blow. Should have got a straw really. So these fans actually don't look, well, they do look a little bit grubby. You see that? Yes, you can. So there's a little bit of muck in there. Got a heat pipe which goes all the way across. This is looking quite complex. Do I or don't I? Is that whole thing going to come out and cause me all kinds of kerfuffle? So I'm trying to work out what screws would actually need to come out.
Always screw with confidence.
You should screw with confidence if you possibly can. Oh, what's that bit I've just pulled off of there? That's probably not good.
Blame Dave.
Hashtag blame Dave. What is that bit there?
I would remove the battery next.
Ah, you want to do that?
Bang!
Ah! Alright, let's move the battery. Right, disconnecting the battery, that's easy because you don't have to take the whole thing out and just pull that bit out of there. That does it. Does the same job. Yeah. Only one either side of the fan, 4 or 5 in the middle. Dave sounds like an expert, so let's go along with what he says.
And then we can blame him.
And if it's wrong, we can hashtag blame Dave all over again. I can't see what these screws are. These bits, rather.
Do you want your glasses?
If I put my glasses on, I'll never see them.
But it would be more comical.
Right, so there's one over here, or over by here, as they say in Wales. Got one over by there, so I'll put that on that side. Is there another one down here anywhere? Nope, doesn't appear to be. That is a wire going underneath, so that's all good. What is that there? Is that a motherboard screw? No. And is there one on this side? Yep, there's a matching one on this side.
Matthew Day says this is something you really want to have watched on YouTube before you do it.
I agree entirely.
But there's no sunshine in here.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Well, anyway, I got back out of there.
No, that's true. Right, these screws here, there is supposed to be an actual order that you do them in.
William Bodie says undo the battery.
Battery's done. Battery's disconnected. We're all good. I could remove it entirely, but well, I suppose if it makes people happy, I'll do it. Actually, no, because there's more screws for me to mess around with later. It's not as if it's going to go bang. Right, David Aitken, seeing as you're actually in the chat and you've probably done this before, these are numbered from 1 to 5 or something like that. So which one do I do first? Do I start at 5 and go to 1, or do I go from 1 and go to 5?
Is it like Saturday Night 3, 2, 1, but 5?
I'm thinking, that's the 5, right, let's just start at 5 and work back to 1, because that would make some sense. David says it doesn't make any difference, so.
Cut the red wire.
Right, so I'm going to go against conventions, and I'm just going to go around the outside edges.
I'll start with the outside screws. So you can still blame Dave.
Well, that one was loose anyway. Oh, actually, that one didn't thread.
That's probably Dave Aikens rounded it off.
Yeah, that one's broken, so that one ain't never going to work. Okay. So, in theory, that's it, I think. Have I undone them all sufficiently? Isn't this supposed to implode or something at some point?
Bang!
Oh, you arse.
You've asked for it. Cut the blue-grey wire, not the grey-blue.
Right, that seems to come out in one piece. And there's a pad there and a pad there. A little pad here and a little pad there. There a pad, everywhere a pad.
Nick Barnes asks, if laptop overheats within a few minutes of startup, is it worth replacing the copper heat pipe stroke sink? It's Prop 2010 as i3 first gen CPU.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely replace it. There doesn't appear to be anything really...
Oh, poor David. I don't feel comfortable in this chat. It wasn't even mine. Just sold as an ex-office machine.
It's fine. With any luck, I'll make enough super chats so I can chuck it in the bin. No, I mean... Oh, I've made a right mess of that. It looks like it's actually been repasted at some point. So that is... I'm trying to work out which one's the GPU.
Sometimes Mike makes a carry of himself. Now he is making a Lewis Rossman.
Yeah. I'm making a something of myself, that's for sure. Right, Calf, sorry. Can you get me some cotton buds, please?
Cotton buds?
Yes. They may be beneficial. And can I have some cheap shit aftershave?
Got some.
Oh yeah, let's use some Squatch, Dr. Squatch on it. Actually, I wonder if... No, there's not any alcohol in that. Hi. Yeah. Okay. So I'm a little confused right now. So where'd that screw go? There's a screw there in that corner which goes into... Where was it? Just there. So there is a screw hole there, but there's no actual screw for it to go into. So I think that may have actually come off of there. And I don't know whether or not. If that is... I'm assuming that's the graphics processor. The fact I can't see what that says, that I would have thought should be the processor, the main processor. And that should be the Quadro. I think. Judging by the side of that and the width of it, that would make sense that that is the Intel processor and the iGPU. And then that is the separate NVIDIA graphics card. But that may not be the case. I don't know enough about this laptop, to be completely honest with you, to make that call one way or the other. If anybody does in the chat, please, now is definitely the time to get involved. Is it an outer case screw? Ugly Bob says, yeah, get some of that soap in there and it'll smell like a Yeti's nutsack. How's the fan side of the fins look? That is actually what I was going to look at next. Let's have a look. I don't want to get thermal passer on there. Oh dear, we had fun, didn't we? Not today, another day obviously, but that actually looks pretty clear on this side of things. Yeah, I would confirm that is fine. And looking at the fins on here, yeah, there's a little bit in there, not a great deal. Actually, it does look quite clean. It's fine. Anybody want to buy a laptop? I'm joking.
Is it an outer case screw?
I'm not...
Screws from outer case.
I don't know what it's from. There seems to be some sort of spacer there. But I don't know whether it's meant to be a spacer or whether that is supposed to be actually attached to the laptop. It appears to be unscrewing actually, so it looks like it has broken off. Oh! I nearly lost that into the depths of my nutsack. But no, it's on here. That's good. So I effectively need to glue that back on there somehow, if that does glue on there. I'm guessing it does.
I might just chuck my chewing gum away. What's that?
And what glue do I use for that, which isn't going to destroy the motherboard? Andre says, hashtag professional cleaning. Ugly Bob says, don't check the hard drive, it's filthy. It's a placement screw like a motherboard. It is, yeah, that is exactly what it is, but that is supposed to be in there. It's almost like there should be a screw underneath.
Use a bogey.
Yeah, that should be... Actually, there's one there.
What a bogey?
No. So there's another one of those screw type things there. So it looks like it is... I wish I could show you close up on there, but it does look like it has at some point been sort of soldered to the board, or maybe, yeah, probably is soldered. Let me grab some, actually I'll grab my cup of tea, which has been here for hours. Let's have a slurp. Oh, that's never going to play the banjo. God, blimey. I'm going to have to change this seat. I've got one of those little, like a milking seat for cows.
What is a drummer's?
Well, you could say it's a drummer's seat. This is what you
didn't get them
I had to think about it, and if I show you just the thing, I don't want to see like there be an imprint of ass sweat. Luckily, my jeans have absorbed a little. Actually, if I turn around, are my jeans a different colour now? No, that's all right. Just wondered if they'd gone a darker shade of blue with all the ass sweat dripping down my back and crack. Okay. Right, what should we use to glue the motherboard, ladies and gentlemen? What should we break? I'm thinking that I would really love to use some Abro steel, but that is messy and potentially I'll do something bad. So I'm actually thinking of going with some Gorilla Glue. I think that might be the way forward. Lucky Man says, oh my god, a follow through mark. Someone wore the brown pants today. They did. So let's put, this is obviously, don't do this don't do it at home or work or anywhere that.
Unless you work at BBC.
Yeah. Only do this if you work somewhere you don't actually care much. Something's making a really weird noise next to my ear, and I fear it may be glue, or it might be that power supply.
Bang!
That never gets tiresome. Oh no, no.
Probably does for
What's the
George
exact
Mason.
opposite? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night, it's Mikesunboxing, and you're sat here watching me listen to glue. It's definitely not the glue making the noise.
It must have been glue.
But it's over now. Is the power supply. Hashtag blame Dave.
No, it's about 5 seconds.
Right, let's try and glue this on here without sticking my hands to the thing. This is the bit now where I lift my finger up and the whole laptop comes up with it. What?
Bob.
Bob says I can fart the alphabet all the way to P, and then I run out. O'Reilly says don't do this at home, work, or somewhere unless you are Mike. Oh yes. Oh, it did stick a little bit to my finger. That would have been some funny shit. Right. So we're going to be using Jupe pour Homme. This is alcohol-based fragrance for men, allegedly. It's empty. What did you give me an empty one for? This is good for getting rid of thermal paste.
I couldn't find any others. Okay, have some of this.
Oh God. This is not working as I intended. When I envisaged this, actually
Have some of that.
that's what that smells of. The soap, I'm sure. The nice one. Not the cold brew. And the deodorant, the Woody Breeze. Oh, I'm so excited I can already get the lid off. When you get excited over a deodorant, you know it's time to pack up and leave. That is very similar. It's the top notes in it that does it. See what you think, Kath?
I can't smell.
Kath can't smell, so she's going to agree implicitly.
I'm starting to learn though.
It does actually smell a lot
It's
like
almost
dupe.
going back.
It's a little bit sweeter and not so overpowering. I knew I recognised it. Because that's going to be the thing. If I do reviews of this stuff, which inevitably I will, because I'm just a massive shill, I will have to work out what they actually smell like to give people an idea. So so we know that's dupe. Awesome.
But you've got another dupe up there that's not that one.
I'm going to have to go to our local chemist, Bleeps or something, and I'll just go there with all those, and I'll be like, with the testers. Oh
Jape.
dear. Oh, that's...
A&M's finest.
How many?
Jape.
Jape. Right. Yeah, this is, which one's this? This is DKMY. Bit of dinky.
Thanks, Ange.
Thank you, Angel.
Shouldn't leave it in my windowsill.
Oh, that smells really nice.
Don't they contain a lot of urine?
I will do when I'm finished with it. So clearly, obviously, this is probably not the best way of doing this. You should really get some isopropyl alcohol. That would be the way to do it, really. But, as you can see, it's actually not bad at getting off some of that more encrusted stuff on the sides. He says, smearing it all over the place.
Like smell reviews and soap unboxing.
As soon as they pioneer smelly vision, like, that's going to be a game changer, isn't it? You can imagine what the advert's going to be like. They'll bring back smoking as like a popular thing. And you can...
Higgins, for the record, didn't sell the dodgy aftershaves.
No. Hey, dodgy aftershaves, I'll have you know, this is a genuine article from Dinky. Dinky Be Delicious. Fresh melon, does that say melons?
Oh, yeah, she likes watermelons.
Fresh melons. What an ironic thing to have on a lady's perfume, fresh melons. You don't want sweaty melons, do you? Jesus. Where do they think up these marketing things? What should we call it? Oh, let's call it melons. Right, okay, yeah, that's got a definite feminine twang to it. So what else? Oh, let's call it sweaty melons, shall we? Yeah, that's something we can all really get behind.
John Sullivan's wife's got the apple one. That's Be Delicious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Be Delicious. Yeah, I like the apple one's nice.
I've got that one upstairs. Angel worked in the factory shop, so she used to get loads, didn't she?
Right. Clean that with your finger. Make sure they're... Oh, what the hell? Right, what does that say on there? I can't even read that. Kath, can I have a magnifying glass? Have we got a magnifying glass?
No, because you can never see through it.
No.
What do you want to read?
Right, where's my phone? Oh, that's on charge.
Do you want my phone?
Yeah, can I have my phone? I want to zoom in on that. I'm pretty sure that says some things about graphics. I'm sure it does. It definitely does. Be Delicious. That's the one. Use Old Spice, it'll take your skin off. It probably would. Right, I'm going to use... This is a handy trick, actually. If you've not done this before, if you can't see anything because you're like old man eyes, you can just zoom in with your phone and you can read what is on there. So that is a NVIDIA. Actually, I'm on a really bad angle there. NVIDIA... Oh, let's take a picture. I've photographized it.
But where did you learn that handy trick?
Where did I... Oh, there we go. So that is what it is, which you probably can't see. But it is a NVIDIA from Taiwan, a 1531A2, obviously. And it's a N15P-Q1-A2, as you all thought it would be. So, yeah, I'm none the wiser. If anybody wants to Google it, I'm sure it means quadro, roughly translated.
And where did you learn that handy trick?
I learnt that handy trick from Kath. Because she's blind as a bat, yes. Right, so now we've said We've talked about ladies' dangly front bits. We've talked about
Melons.
ocularly challenged. We talked about, oh, we done melons as well, didn't we? Yeah, we're screwed. Lucky Man says, I use my phone whilst I'm having a star, so I can see. That opens up a whole world of four letter possibilities. I'm slightly terrified of what the first letter could be. O'Reilly says, I always photo stuff. Actually, I've still got that on the screen now. I'm such a noob. Where's the... Right.
Why do you buy magnifying glasses, but you can't buy distance glasses?
That's a good point. That was a very good point, well made.
Because you might not want to wear glasses all the time.
Ooh.
You just want to...
I just realised I left this bit actually on top of the mains charger, which is currently turned in and active. That was probably a rookie mistake, but it smells nice.
I'm that magnet, I put that probably...
Kath, can I have some blue roll, please? Sorry.
I asked you that and you said no.
Did I?
Yeah.
Actually, don't worry, I'll use these.
That's alright, I'll get you some.
Go on, Em. I'm not sure. This paste is actually a little bit solidified, so we might actually reduce the temperatures on this. That'd be bloody amazing. To be fair, it actually performs really well anyway. You moved all the screws. Oh my god.
They're lazy.
There's actual rust on here.
That's your fault, mate.
Is that rust or is that design? Because it's Dell, so you never know, do you?
Clean the fans.
Clean the fans? What with? Yeah, like a new Daisy. No offence, Daisy. What can I clean the fans with? There's not really much I can clean them with, apart from maybe...
Or for read that 4-letter word was. Guilty.
Don't do this.
We have to get a refund for Dave Aikens after this.
Yeah. It's a good job I kept my receipt. Oh dear. Now this should be a something of an ode to Waldo actually, because Waldo, bless his heart, I'm assuming this is heart. I'm not sure male or female. I don't care. Oh, that comes out there. He's had a lot of problems with his PC, which he's bought. He bought a pre-built PC from AWDIT. First one he had for about 6 months or so, but it was flaky, restarting, booting and stuff. Second one, brand new one, they sent it out today, done a Windows update, and suddenly the graphics card just pop, no power. So, not good. But, he was saying, or she was saying, that that's it. Going to get rid of PCs altogether and go back to
You're
Xbox.
not on that camera.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm on the wrong camera. So, he said he's going to sod it all and go back to Xbox. He or she, never quite know. And I'm trying to prove here that the PC and laptop platform is actually pretty resilient, and within reason, you can pretty much do whatever you like to it and it will still carry on functioning. Which, covering your PC and or laptop in varieties of both male and female fragrances and using Q-tips or cotton buds to clean it with,
Dave Aikens wants you to use your tongue as well.
and also being somewhat of an idiot and touching stuff that you probably shouldn't be with your fingernails along the side to get rid of it. Yeah, it's... I can never get those bits out of there between those little SMDs or SM whatever they are, surface mounted things. They never want to come out. Anyway. Right, so I've probably alienated enough people by putting greasy fingerprints all over that. The fans are clean now, by the way, and they smell wonderful, just for those of you that are interested. I can't wait if I ever sell this. They'll be like, oh man, it smells like a fresh breeze. Yes, it does. Courtesy of Squatch. It's a shame, actually, you can't get some of those, what's those little beads? Like bath beads.
Waxing beads?
Like wax beads. Surely you can get scented ones of those. Like pomander type beads. Is that a thing? Pomander, and that a thing that hangs and you put like lavender and stuff like that in there? But you can put scented beads in.
With cloves in.
Don't know.
Let's stop there. 'Cause we don't know what we're talking about.
Moving on back to the real world. Let's install some MX4. Now, a lot of people say with the thermal paste that there is a good way and a not so good way of actually applying this. Now, I would disagree because I think I found the perfect method.
You won't disagree, you just find a good way.
So, just a tiny little bit,
For you.
and another tiny little bit. That's way too much. So I'm actually gonna...
Use the bloody cotton bud.
Don't eat thermal paste, kids. It's not good for you. Or toothpaste, because it's got fluoride in, and it'll fuck up your shit. Moving on. So use a plastic spreader, like, oh, yeah, it's on that camera, isn't it? Can you see me on there? Using a plastic spreader, just gently spread the paste out across the surface of the die. Get a real nice even coat.
Do you want to go to bed? Yeah.
There we go. Look at that, that's a work of frickin' art. And then we'll do the same on the other side.
That's what's on the fixing that top.
Yeah. See, our son George, he is a real big fan of that beardy bloke. What's his name?
IT.
That's the one. Adam. See, he knows his name. Adamant IT, and Adamant IT fixes
Graham.
computers. Graham. So, in order for me to gain my son's respect, I'm actually fixing computers to be like Adamant IT. Is it working?
What's your opinion?
Well, yeah.
What's your opinion of Mike's unboxing?
Pretty good channel.
Thank you. You have to say that though, because otherwise you'll be sleeping in your car. Right, so that is the thermal paste done. That's thermal paste with an F.
George wants you to give a shout out.
Who to?
Dashcam Bristol.
Dashcam Bristol, mate, please help me out. Please, there's it's a channel, Dashcam Bristol. It's a Bristolian guy, drives around cursing at bad drivers. Please go over, check out his channel. It will make George extremely happy.
Happy, George?
Yeah.
That'd be £5. Or a £10 super chat minus tax. Right, so we've done the paste. Now the thing is with the thermal paste, you don't want less. Less is more. Because all you're trying to use thermal paste for is to fill the very, very small micro gaps between the CPU or the GPU die and the actual thermal transfer material, i.e. copper, brass, whatever it is. So just a very, very small amount will be more than adequate. And I think that's about as clean as it can be. The veins there look pretty clear. Spot on. So I guess now we're just going to put it back together and make sure that it doesn't explode. It won't explode. Right, so we want to line up those.
Sand the die down.
Sand the die down. That sounds like an Irish folk song. Side the die down, side the die down. Oh dear, I've had far too much sugar today. Hashtag blame Bob. Actually, I did have a nice pair of cherry bakewells earlier. It's Kath's fault, she's wearing a low-cut dress. Which you would all be able to see, but she won't come on camera, so... never mind. So there probably is a right way and a wrong way of doing this, but as Dave said, hashtag blame Dave, by the way, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing this one last because this is the one I glued, which is likely to rise up like Bane in Batman. Don't want to over tighten that one, just in case. There probably is some kind of specific torque these have got to be done to, so we're going to totally ignore that and just do them right up as far as they'll go. Because it's angled metal, there's only a certain point that it can get to. Ooh. I don't really want to do that up anymore. I'm going to leave that. That appears to be better. Better is obviously a kind of a very loose term for what we've just done here.
Like the screw.
Yeah. This screwdriver actually, fair play, for 10 quid, well less than 10 quid, was it £7.80? Something like that. The thing I'm really looking forward to using is this. This is a magnetizer and demagnetizer. And actually, I call bullshit. I don't think this actually works. So there's a demagnetizer on the top and a magnetizer on the bottom. So to me, that sounds like complete horseshit. How can that possibly even be a thing? So what can I magnetize and demagnetize? What can I fit in there? My finger. Is it magnetic? No. So I call bullshit. But a screwdriver might do it.
Aren't they magnetic already?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So this is a magnetic screwdriver already. So if I demagnetize it on the top, how are you supposed to demagnetize it? Like, rub it around? This is going to turn into all kinds of weird video. Right, is that magnetic still? Yes. Magnetic is a mofo. So that is obviously pointless. How does the demagnetize...
They do actually work, or at least their really random reviews does, only works on tiny screws, not large items.
Oh, okay. Now it won't pick... Now I'll put it in the... Hello, God? Oh, it's you. Right, I got... That's going to be another day. Who sent that, Bob?
No. Dave.
David. Young David sending humorous images across the calf. Demagnetize, hit it against a hard surface. That might work. Only Bob says I'm getting a confused boner here. Oh. There's a thumbnail. Oh dear Lord. We had some fun, didn't we? Not today, another day. Right, that was in there. Have I got any screws left over? Yes, I have one here. Let's make sure that's put back in the right place.
Sorry, Maisie.
That went in there somewhere. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Like, we could be doing some serious stuff tonight, but no, we're having a laugh with our pals on the internet. What more could you want? Ant and Dick got nothing on me. Well, they're Geordies, so obviously inherently people like them, but...
Oh, it's a cool accent, like Ugly Bob's.
iPad.
Aye. No, that's Ali G.
Now, when I pushed that battery in there, the battery connection back in, that actually made a click. It didn't do that the first time, but yet the battery's still charged. Weird. Ooh, it clicked again then. Or is that my nail snapping? Oh, it's right, it's my nail snapping. Carry on. Right.
Aye.
Let's put the RAM in. Now, for good measure. Gotta make sure, haven't you? Tristan G says, Internet Pals, the new show. Mike needs a cartoon image. Look at it. This is cartoon enough. Right, so we'll stick this back in there. So I'm actually putting the RAM in different slots than what I took them out, because it was getting that weird bleeping thing. I only did it twice, I think. Make sure you lick your RAM. So when you're asking for your REMs, when you go in to get your 1 terabyte RAM upgrade, make sure they lick it before they sell it to you. Oh dear. This does actually work. Licking RAM, there is something, the residue inside one's gob is actually really good for cleaning off the bits on RAM. Either that or it just has a little bit of moisture to give it connectivity, I'm guessing.
It works on the phone.
It works. It just works.
Our cordless house phone don't charge, does it? But
Why is that making funny noises? I think that's going to blow up. let's get the plastic cover on, because no doubt a little bit of thin plastic will protect us from any explosion. Right, let's do the big screws first. Brick says, so much for ESD protection. I've never used ESD protection, and I don't start planning to use it now. Maybe I might have to. That didn't sound healthy, did it?
There's that little thing fucking up on that.
No, something went wrong there. Thomas says Mike will be pissing gold now after those licks. Wouldn't that be great if you could piss actual gold? Like, oh, bloody hell, look at your bank balance on your phone. You won't, because obviously you're not going to have your phone app with your bank on. You look at your bank statement on a piece of paper, old-fashioned, old school, and you go, oh, I'm a little bit skint today. Maybe I should piss some gold. There we go. Grab it out of the bowl.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it does actually. It'd be like kidney stones, but worthwhile. We should definitely do that. We should push for that as a movement. Pissing gold. David Thompson says Geordies hate Ant in Deck actually. Why I? Is that true? Do Geordies actually hate Ant in Deck? I'd imagine Australians do.
They're quite annoying.
Tristan G says ramen soup. That's good. I really should have tried this actually before I put the screws back in, but
Maybe golden eggs.
yeah, laying some golden eggs, that'd be good.
Do you think Waldo will get a refund?
Waldo, do I think you'll get a refund? I don't know. A lot of companies would be, well, they probably would give you a refund at current market value, possibly rather than the original purchase value, due to the amount of time. You could argue that because it's never worked properly from day one, they've sold you a product which is not fit for purpose, and it would be under the seller's, it would be under the retailer's thing to actually prove that the system was fit for purpose from when they sold it, but they could quite easily just provide some type of documentation to say that it has been stress tested. A lot of companies will do that now. They do like stress test runs, and they'll print out a certificate at the end of it to say that it has passed a certain amount of tests and they've done everything within their anything they can to make it work properly, which could be argued, well, it was absolutely fine when it left us, at which point then it's down to an argument between you, the delivery company, and the retailer. It's a messy business. Hopefully they'll just turn around and say, yeah, like, you've had enough hassle with it, we don't want to waste any more time on it, so we'll take it back off you. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say 100% it's going to work out in your favour, but on the flip side, is likelihood that it would do, just to kind of call it a day. Well, it didn't go bang, so that's good.
They didn't put the screws in.
Who didn't put screws in? Right. I usually don't place the screws back in right away. I do a test boot. That's just me. Yeah, I should have done, to be honest with you. We'll see now. If it bleeps now a couple of times, that'll be awesome. Because that's what it did last time. Oh, it worked. Damn. Why do things always work when you don't want them to? Look at that. There must be a lot of crap in this keyboard, actually, because it's all over the screen now. It's like a painter's radio. Or Jeff's radiator.
Or Ugly Bob's.
No one's going to understand that joke, but we do. It seems quieter already. I haven't even heard the fans yet. Potentially I didn't reconnect them properly. There's always that. But that seems really quiet now. Danielle, how you doing? Any thoughts on Corsair gaming stock? CRSR bought some, did not back up the truck. I'm confused. I don't understand. licking did the job. I think it did. A good licking gets a lot of things done. Nice. Right, so let's see what we're idling at now.
Does anyone want to use laptop?
Yeah, anybody want to use laptop? I'll sign it in Sharpie. Temperature-wise, on boot up, I don't think we've actually changed temperature. There's a weird fan profile on this. Actually, someone who's a regular Dell user, maybe you can let me know. Is there a Dell program which actually allows you to adjust the fan profiles? Because I would actually like the fans to be spinning more often. Because it seems that the fans don't spin at all until it reaches a certain threshold, which I would ideally like to be a little bit lower. But having said that, from boot up now, it hasn't got over 60 degrees. And I'm pretty sure last time when I booted up, it hit 60 or 70.
Yes, Dell Power Manager.
Thank you, Dave.
If that goes wrong, you know what to do.
If it all goes wrong, hashtag blame Dave. And I'm looking at the temperatures now. We're getting back into the idle state.
It's a battery program, but lets you set a profile.
And we've gone down to 40 degrees. Are we going to get under 40 degrees? That would be nice. I'd love to see 30. Can I see 30? Can I see 30? Anyone got 30? Anyone in the room? Anyone in the room? Calf, 30.
Windows Store.
Windows Store.
Where
Ooh,
you get your thing from.
bless you. I love the Windows Store.
I hate it.
Andre says Adele is working correctly after being opened. Which? Mike's and which? It smells really nice as well.
I've never used the Windows Store.
I quite like the Windows Store. The new version sucks a little bit, but it's all right. So, well, it doesn't look like we've hit 40. 40 is the lowest so far. Mind you, to be fair, it's warm in here. What was it, 20? It's 26 degrees in this room currently. So, to be 14 degrees over ambient for a laptop, I think that's actually pretty decent. I really want to see under 30. I really want to see those fingers. So let's try Cinebench and we'll quickly run that. And see how we can torment this poor thing. And see if we've actually got a better score. That would be cool. What's that? Who sent that? Is that Bob? Bob? That's, what's his name, isn't it? The one who does the tours around the world.
Pilkington.
Carl Pilkington, yeah. With my Mikesunboxing t-shirt.
Can I post that? But it's got the F word.
You can.
Huh?
Yeah, go on. Right, let's see what the temperatures get to. I'm hoping it's going to be slightly better than it was before. Ooh. Ooh! I can't remember exactly what the scores were previously, but I'm sure we were in the 90s for some of them. And we're not there yet. In fact, we don't seem to be anywhere near there. But will it give us a better score? We have yet to find out. And talking of yet to find out, let's find out what a Kit Kat tastes like these days. I haven't had a Kit Kat in ages. Do you want a Kit Kat, Kath? That was hard to say.
Go on then, please.
Original? That don't look original to me. It looks like some newfangled shit going on. Where's the bloody wrapper?
They don't. Oh, they do have them because I had one at my mum's and it was a mint one. Mint Kit Kat.
Hashtag my break. That's new. I do like a Kit Kat. I'm not going to read that out, Bob.
We used to get that at Casualty Bob. You didn't snap them.
No?
I didn't snap mine last time I ate one. Usually I have to slice the foil with my nail.
Why would you snap a Kit Kat?
I don't even bite them, I just stick them in a bowl.
You want the girth to go in your mouth. You want the whole thing. Don't want none of this like skinny latte stuff going in, do you? You want the big boy in there.
You're going to upset Bob again in a minute.
Bob's going to get lazy now. Right, well, the CPU is not throttling. We are at 100% all through, and it hasn't gone down at all. Bit like Bob's lazy.
They're designed to be snapped, you caveman.
They're not designed to be snapped. That's just all marketing bullshit that you follow along. You shouldn't do it. It is a little bit loud, this laptop, to be fair. But then it's under a full load, it should be. It's a laptop, for goodness sake. Only Bob says, is it true that the Bristol KitKat has 5 fingers?
I think they did used to have a spec,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Thank you, Andre. I'm glad you noticed. Tristan G says, free yourselves, you snappers. Girth. Girth all the way. And Dave says, yeah, Ugly Bob, the Bristol KitKat has 5 toes. And then a big toe on the end, just to round it off. And obviously they're all webbed as well.
Joined.
Is it still going or has it crashed? No, it's still going. Well, temperatures are creeping up slightly, but none of the cores have hit 90 yet, which is what we had before, I'm sure we did. And the fans just kicked into top gear.
Yeah, so if you had a 5, well, and are they square?
I don't think he did.
I think they did. I'll have to look it up now.
Alright, says bang, yeah, it does sound like it's winding up waiting to go bang, doesn't it? The highest, well, the package temperature at the moment is at 88 degrees. 86, 87, 86, 85, 82, and we're done. So, did we beat the score? So, what was the score we had last time? It was 30, 70, some, was it 30, 68? Let me have a look on the super chats. I should be able to see that, I think. Oh, no I can't, can I? It's going to be right at the very top. Does that disappear? No, it's there. Scroll back down. Lucky man.
There you go.
I'm sure it's 3068. No, I can't find it. I'll have to... Lucky man, yeah, 3068. It was. Excellent, thank you. So what have we got this time round? We have got 3090. So it is a very, very modest win. And there's a 5-fingered KitKat for a 5-fingered discount. Yep, 3090 we got. So we've gained 22 points. Definitely within the margin of error. But temperature-wise, highest temperature recorded was 88 degrees on the package. I'm pretty sure the last one was 93. If I open that side by side. So 94, sorry. So we've got 94 versus 88, 87 versus 84, 90 versus 87, 90 versus 87, 94 versus 88, 90 versus 83 at the very end. So one of the cores has dropped, yeah, 6 or 7 degrees we've had as a drop across on some of them. And still using roughly the same power, 36.9 watts. So yeah, it's a little bit better. It wasn't entirely worthless, and generally I think it's probably going to be quieter, and it seems to have recovered temperature-wise quite quickly. And it definitely smells fantastic. Not that it smelled before, it actually had a very neutral odour. But now it smells very much like it's been to Debenhams.
Chasers.
Oh, that does smell nice actually. Oh, I didn't clean those out. I should have cleaned those out, shouldn't I?
Shouldn't I?
Shouldn't I? Bastards. Actually, raising it off the deck slightly would have probably made quite a difference because of the airflow in the bottom there.
Why don't you put a KitKat in each corner and raise it up at the back.
Raise it up with a Kit Kat. That would be the way forward.
Have they got anything with raisins in?
Right, where is that fan program in the Windows store that young Mr. Aiken was discussing? And what was it called? Can you type it in again, please, Dave? Camera. There. Can you type it in again, please, what it was called?
Milky bars.
James Miscellaneous is with us. How you doing?
Milky bars are on eggs.
Milky bars are on eggs. Just had to swap a keyboard on a Dell 7480 the other day. What a joke, having to take the whole thing apart to get to it. Lenovo's better than Dell. Dell Power Manager, thank you, David. Dell Power Manager. Using the mouse doesn't work because it's on that computer, not this one. Such an idiot. I do that frequently. It should be compatible with that model. Let's have a look. Get. Pending. Matthew Lee says, any more than 2.6 gigahertz? No, still 2.6 gigahertz on the all 4 cores doing that. And it's peaked at 3.3, 3.297, but Doma says, I'll say it one more time, throttle stop will help your temps and fan speed as well. What is throttle stop? I'm guessing it's designed to stop throttling. Dell Power Manager needs additional components for full functionality. Would you like to download and install now? Go on then. Go on then, kid. Get stuck in. TPU made throttle stop for Intel CPUs. Throttle stop is well known for amongst thin, powerful laptops. Okay. Throttle stop is a dance they do in Norfolk. Oh dear Lord. Blake Antcliffe says, damn, you're going to get slated for eating it like that. You're supposed to snap a finger each.
What, share it?
Yeah. Sharing chocolate? So what's wrong with you?
Yes, I eat it that way.
I think if I had the 4-finger version, I'd probably snap that into maybe half. I don't think I'd do it into 4 individual strips, because that's just... If you're a lady, then I'd imagine you possibly could do it that way. But, grr, I'm a man. I use man soap from Dr. Squatch.
You got your little eco shop ones coming soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got... Actually, that should have got here first. I can't believe it's turning into Mike's unboxing and soap reviews. Right. Battery information. Okay. Yeah. Alert settings.
Dave Aikens wants to see you take 4 fingers to the mouth now.
I probably could, but I won't.
Like me at that Cadbury's cream egg thing.
Right. David, this doesn't appear to have the thing.
Oh, I should have worn my Cadbury's cream egg.
Battery health is excellent.
Today.
And what's that one say? Charge status, 100% available charging. I don't have the things. There's no fan things. We are bereft of fan things.
Thermal management.
I don't have that. I've got 2 tabs. Battery information and alert settings. And that is Charlotte. Those are the things. Anyway, that's alright. It's no worries. It's actually not that bad.
Normally there are more options down the side.
Tristan G. Oh dear. I will not snap. David Aiken says, try fancontrol.exe. Okay.
Not sure how it would work on the laptop though.
Oh. Maybe I'll try it out for another... That might be a video. That might be another moderately interesting video. I say moderately interesting. So yeah, 88 degrees. I'm happy with that. I can hear a fan or a noise, but I think it's our kitchen fridge compressor. That needs upgrading. Right, where was I? I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, that's not worked well, is it? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've had to say or supposed to have done. Oh yeah, I was going to show this set off, but I think it really needs some close-up photography for that, so I might have to do a review video on it. But anyway, this, for those of you that are, I mentioned it earlier, these sets were available on Amazon, and Kath posted them on ShopSmart, which is our kind of Facebook and also YouTube channel, where we get all sorts of bargains. We also post them on a Discord as well, but this was actually pretty cool. So you get an absolute ton of screwdriver bits in there, which is nice. Demagnetizer and magnetizer, which I believe is potentially horse shit. You get an absolute ton of plastic puck thingies. Lucky Man's coming with a super chat there, says, give Kath one finger, bet she bites yours off. I'm not sure how I can answer that. And lights on. Chris Fine says, SpeedFan is a free program. Yeah, I might try that. Not today. On the other side, you've got a extension flexi bar. Those are super, super handy. What was I using that for the other day? Because I said, oh, I can't believe that saved my life again. There's two things that I did on a computer, and both things I had to use this kit for. And the flexi bar was for something, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I used the spludger for something, so you get some spludgers, prizing tool. I can't think what I used that for now, actually. It was something which I didn't want to damage, but I had to prize apart. Can't remember. Anyway.
You're doing something in the kitchen with it. Pervert. Probably.
And also there's a pair of tweezers as well, so when you're finished doing all your computer mischief,
You don't have to borrow mine.
you can... Nah, forget that, they're useless. Yeah, that's pointless. Oh, there's also a thing in there, a little sucker cup, and also a sim tool. That's cool. Always need a sim tool. I think I needed that. Actually, that was what it was. I used the sim. What did I use? Oh, I know what it was. I used the extension bar. No, sorry, I used the spludger to get my graphics card out because I couldn't reach the PCIe release thing mechanism. Couldn't jam anything in there. So I ended up using that, and it worked really well.
Did you have a magnetic screw mat? Dave Akins did.
A magnetic. I had other things, but I thought it was just a rubbish PE bag.
You put your daps in it.
Yeah. Oh shit. The only other thing I got was this really rubbish PE bag, which reminded me of back at school when I was taking a piss in the toilets on the Dr. Squatch pine tar soap.
How do other people know what daps are?
Yeah, does anybody, when I say the word daps, do you understand what I mean?
Not very big, is it? Or your head's huge.
It's a bacon hat.
It's the right colour.
It is Mikesunboxing blue almost. It's not working, I got a wizard hat. Good job getting a wizard sleeve. Glenn says Farrah Mike. Oh, Tech Pope Mike hat. That's not a bad idea. We'll have to get, what's his name? Steve from Gamers Nexus round, because he's Tech Jesus, and I can be the Tech Pope. William Bodie's Ugly Bob says, but he did not know about the magnifier. There's a magnifier in it as well. Marge Simpson. Mike's chopping, cooking, and how to. Yeah, it's not overly easy to... Is there a magnifying glass in here after all that? No, that's just a cup. That's a suction cup. If we put it on the eye, it would come out.
Put it on your forehead. That made such a
I
great
didn't
noise.
expect that to stick.
But when you pull it off and you have to go to work with that.
Oh, yeah.
Mark.
That's going to leave a mark. Shit. No! That's why I should never listen to you. Yeah, I haven't got nothing else in there. There's no magnetic mat or nothing. I've got the Pope hat and that's about it. That was the seat, not me. That was the microphone, not me. Ah, dear. Oh, that's hurt my head. Actual pain. Oh, I didn't put the screwdriver away after all that. Oh, Jesus. I shouldn't say Jesus. It is actually a Jesus holiday at the moment. I'm not sure what the holiday is all about. I'm guessing it was something to do with
Look.
hot cross buns or something. That was sucking your brain, Mike. Yeah. I am a sucker for a good toolkit. That's the sunburn. Ah, that's a good idea. I could use that. Nick Barnes, question, sorry off topic, but why are RX 6600s getting so cheap? eBuyer on eBay. £282 with 10% discount. Is it rubbish GPU? Great stream as always. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, that's a good deal. The RX 6600, I'm tempted to get one. They are roughly very similar to a RTX 2060 stroke 2060 Super, although the 2060 Super's probably got a slightly better range on NVIDIA titles, AMD titles. The 6600 XT's, 6600 is going to favour. Yeah, they're very similar cards. Obviously, the RTX on AMD cards is pointless, but then saying that, it's pretty much pointless on most NVIDIA cards, to be fair. So yeah, I'm considering getting one. So, and you know what I'm like, I'm really terrible. I would love for them to come down a little bit more. If they get to like 275, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. And being that it's 282, that's like, come on, it's not far off, £7 off. Some people have got that thing, haven't they, where they've got that kind of the trigger limit, where they get to a point and they say, right, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it unless it hits a certain price point, and then I'm going to do it. And then if you're like me, you either get to the point where you're so desperate that it's close enough and you're like, oh, F it, I'm just going to do it. Or you get to the point where you're like, well, it's dropped down to my price point, but will it get any lower? And then you get thinking to yourself, am I going to wait and see if it does get lower? It will get lower, but it's how low is it going to get to? The MSRP on it, I think, was about 300 anyway, so it's a sign of things going the right way. And it's a slightly less in-demand card because of where it is in terms of performance. It's not quite, well, yeah, the 5700 XT is a little bit faster again, and they entered the market at around about 300. So it's not an outstanding deal, but in terms of where we are now, it's worthwhile doing. But yeah, it might drop more. David Aiken says, although for 299 quid in 2022, I'd expect more than an RX 6600. Yeah, it is kind of, it is that thing. When it drops underneath 300, 300 seems like a lot, but still tempting. Ricardo says, green question, RTX 3060 or 3060 Ti for gaming and video editing? Well, obviously if it's for video editing, then you want as much horsepower as possible, especially if you're editing with raw files. If you're doing proxies, I guess it's not so bad, but yeah, either way, I would go for whatever you can. The extra money depends how much the extra is for it. Thank you to Patrick LaBelle with $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. It says, have a nice Easter weekend, everyone. Oh, and before I leave, any update on what was making Premiere have trouble on AMD? Yes, actually, yeah. I'll quickly go over that. Essentially, it's basically down to a combination of Premiere, the graphics card, the driver, and also your camera. So most graphics cards support in hardware either H.264 or H.265, but that isn't a blanket coverage. So just because something is in H.264 doesn't necessarily mean that all the files that are done in that are the same, because you've got bit depth, so you've got 422, 420, 8-bit and 10-bit. So Adobe Premiere won't like any 10-bit files which are in either 422 or 420. If you're an 8-bit, you can get away with 420, but not 422. So depending on what your camera's outputting, now my problem was I've been outputting 4K, 25 frames per second, 10-bit, 420 in H.264, which the graphics card itself doesn't support in hardware, and Adobe Premiere doesn't support it either, because it only supports 8-bit H.264 in 420, not 422 or 10-bit. And if you go for NVIDIA cards, you've got a very similar thing in H.264. If you go H.265, which means there's a little bit of a loss to it, but smaller file size, and it's more heavy duty to actually render and to slide along the timeline, but it does give you a smaller file at the end. That supports a lot more, but it's really, really hard work on the processor and the graphics card if you do H.265 on the timeline. So yeah, it's down to what your camera's outputting. So if you make sure your camera's outputting a format which, firstly, your graphics card supports in hardware, and also Adobe Premiere supports actually with that hardware, then you can pretty much do anything. And since I've done it, I have not had a single crash, a single freeze, a lockup, or a sound dropout, or anything like that since I've done it. Hence, fingers crossed, just in case.
We had a couple because they were from before you'd done
Yeah,
it.
Bob spotted a couple which were before I actually invoked it, because our videos are normally 2, maybe 3 weeks behind what you're seeing now.
Or ahead.
Or, yeah, so some of the videos are older. It takes a while to catch up. So, yeah, hopefully now there shouldn't be any noticeable difference in actual visual quality. But for me, it's much, much easier to edit, and also there shouldn't be, in theory, any sound dropouts or any kind of weird stuff happening in videos, which is awesome because it takes ages to go through it all and do it all again. So hopefully that makes sense. So I think that is... I'm going to quickly pack this away. If there's any more questions before we head off, please let us know. I didn't give you like a 5-minute warning or anything, so this is the kind of 10-minute warning. So I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. We'll have a look at some of your last questions,
To buy that,
and then we'll say goodnight. All
I
right.
can't find it. It seems to be out of stock on the UK, and I can't find it in any other country. So.
Right, Ricardo, we will endeavour to find the toolkit for you, or if we struggle, then we'll... Well, actually, what country are you in? If you wanted to say or not say. I'm not sure what country you're in, but maybe we could work out some way of sending it.
If, yeah,
I don't know.
you can get them
We'll-
back in stock.
yeah.
If they get them back in stock, they're not nothing to do with us.
Yeah, it's not a company we deal with or anything. It's just we found the deal and it seemed to be very good at the time. So that is why we did it. Colombia. I live in Colombia. I'm trying. Yeah, the company I think was Lamjoy.
L-A-M. Oh, right.
Kath's going to type it in. The company that it came from.
Actually, I'll just copy.
Can I take a look via Amazon? Yeah, if you live in Colombia, you should be able to use Amazon.com or Amazon Global Store, I think.
I think it was a UK only offer, wasn't it?
It might have been, actually. Where's the clapperboard? What the hell did I do? Oh. David says, mine was Yasan. David Aitken 1699 with magnetic mat. I didn't get a magnetic mat. I'm a little bit disappointed by that, if I'm
I
honest.
think that was a different one altogether.
Right, that magnet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is that. Where's my glue? Buy your own fucking glue. It's for sticking my model airplanes together, not sticking up your bloody noses. Name the film. there's an extra £2 off at the moment. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Poppy, don't
Tristan
you
G says, who is
blame me.
what and how are these things? I don't know what that means at all. Right, I don't think there's any more questions, so I think that is pretty much going to wrap it up. Mike, have you ever bought from AWDIT? I believe I've had one item, maybe two. Possibly a power supply or something along those lines. Thanks, Tristan. It was Twin Town. Well done, Bob. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah.
Is a different one.
Hopefully you've all had a relatively entertaining evening. Also, I say, yet again, lucky man, commiserations and our thoughts are with you this time. Obviously losing a family member is never easy, but hopefully you've had a few giggles tonight and hopefully it's passed some time. Took your mind off it a little bit. I would probably be well within my rights to say that the rest of the Mub family and community are all behind you, so if you want to chat, you're more than welcome to do so. Drop us a line, drop on a Discord or whatever. We're always here for you. We're that kind of family, we really are. So that's going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you've had some fun, had some giggles. Hopefully we don't get cancelled. If we do, we will not be seeing you next Saturday. But if we are...
You might be able to do it on Odyssey.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you can't find us, we'll be on Odyssey or Rumble. So keep a look out there. If not, yeah, please do, yeah. If not, we will see you next Saturday. So leaves me with only one thing to say. Thank you all for your super chats and your kindness and generosity. Best wishes again to Lucky Man. And I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. And hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching. Night all.